Joe was always serving and taking care of others. He spent countless hours taking care of his mom and grandparents. He never hesitated to help those around him, but never forgot the needs of his wife and son. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Like the Apostle Paul said at the end of his life, Joseph can also say, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
Joe always impressed me when I would meet with him in my office or run into him in the hall. He always was happy, energetic, and excited about being a Provo police officer. And when we would talk about his family, I could tell he loved life. To Logan, when I think of your daddy, 2 words come to my mind. The first is leader. Your dad possessed 2 great traits that I will always remember him for, but he was able to be both humble and confident at the same time. The second word that comes to mind is hero. An officer who is willing to make sacrifices for others becomes a hero. Your daddy is and always will be a hero.
Joe didn't just tell you he loved you, he showed you each and every day. And as of today, Logan is too young to know what has happened to his daddy. But as Logan gets older, he will learn what a great man his dad really was. I know that Joe will live on within us, and Logan will know who his dad was and that he died a hero. I've had numerous stories throughout the past week of Joe helping people regardless of their situation. He hugged a prisoner when the prisoner requested run from him after being arrested. He kept boots in his cruiser to hand out to people in need. Joe had to go home one night to tell his wife he spent nearly $60 on a hotel room for a person that was out in the cold and had no place to stay.
My husband was so many wonderful things, as you've heard today. Joe is the man who loved clean sheets. I was not allowed to get in bed each night without showering first. Joe is the man who loved to play soccer and who loved to play hockey, even though he spent 40% of every game in the penalty box. Joe is the man who was so excited when our son was born. He followed the nurse around with his arms outstretched, waiting for her to hand him our baby. Joe is the man who went from being scared to have a baby to snuggling our son to sleep every night. That was the last thing he did before he went to work Saturday night. While always joking and laughing, Joe is the man who taught me the true meaning of love, selflessness, hard work, and loyalty. Joe is the man that I married for time and all eternity in the Draper, Utah Temple of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, so that our family is sealed together forever. He is my companion and partner for eternity.
Russell M. Nelson, President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, taught, "We mourn for those loved and lost. Mourning is one of the deepest expressions of pure love. We can't fully appreciate joyful reunions later without tearful separations now. The only way to take sorrow out of death is to take love out of life." He has been an example of the power of living the gospel of Jesus Christ. He will continue to be that example in the spirit world. He will share his testimony of Jesus Christ with family, with friends, and acquaintances there, just as he has done here, through word and through deed. The world is full of good people, And in times of tragedy, good people step up and help. It's in our nature. It's what we do. When we see an obvious need, we do what we can to help. Our challenge is to do the same when the need is less obvious, less glaring, less publicly visible. To lift drooping hands and strengthen feeble knees when the need is harder to see. Joe was good at this. He saw people's needs and did what he could to meet them. Let's follow his example.